Thanks for joining me. Welcome back for part 3 of my vault tour. Yeah, like I was saying, as I left off in the last section on that director's office, when I originally built it, I just really wanted to use the wood panel pieces again, the overseer office pieces. I really like those. I hate wood paneling in real life. I mean, who doesn't? But it really is cute. So I used it in the sauna and again there in the director's office. This is Fallon's. So obviously my vault needs somewhere to purchase clothing. And why not have a Fallon's branch here in the vault? So this is my version of Fallon's. The dressing room, hi Hancock, excuse me, check out the shades. The dressing room here over by Hancock is not built yet, but imagine walls. And I would have loved some like hats or something on these female mannequins. They just look weird, completely bald with dresses. No offense, ladies, if you're out there and are completely bald and in a dress, but the mannequins don't wear it well. Yeah, just a lot of clutter. Have not gotten to arrange it all really well. I did lay down this floor, and that's why I thought it had to be a Fallon's. It sounded a little hoity-toity. This is unfinished like everything else, but I love this. I wanted so badly to finish this display window. It must have been Wasteland Dovahkien's idea. I think I saw that in her vault. It was most likely. I also watch Joker's Girl, so I would say it would probably be one of those two ladies. Yeah, I believe it was a female who was building a display window. There's just a little connection piece. So, in the course of my broken vault, I got to the point where I couldn't use my regular workshop, that red workshop that's at the beginning by the entrance. Could not ever use it. Couldn't open it, game crashed every time. So I started plopping the safe version of the workshop all around so I'd have other places to access my workshop. And I made this my central workshop area. So you'll see some pillars laying around, and the vault girl back there, whom I use to have an extended reach. Another Wasteland Dovahkien tip, I believe. And it's a great tip because the pillar, obviously, you can only go as close as your pillar can get. So if you're setting an object on a counter, you don't have the reach. Sometimes you need that little extra oomph, and the vault girl gets you there. I love this little sitting area. It's not for anything. I wanted something next to the painting, maybe some little plants, but everything I put there looked like too much. This is another one of my favorite rooms. Let's say number 3. Top 3. Absolutely number 3. My butcher. So, I dig this room. I don't know what it is. It's almost complete. There are, of course, a few final touches. I feel like that's who I am. I'm never completely done. But, like that shelf in the back's empty, and this shelf behind me is not on the wall, which is so annoying. And there's one other item that drives me nuts, but we'll get to that in just a second. Look how cute this is with the little knife next to the block with the meat. I love it. So, I got posters. There's a hole in the wall there on the right. Yep, right there. And my posters are trying to cover it up futilely. Now, here's the problem. Now, School Zone has a great video on these sparks, okay, and how to get rid of them even. Paul, it'd be awesome if you caught my video, but yeah, if anybody gets a hold of School Zone, let me pass the word. I could not get rid of that spark. I deleted every conduit in the room at one point or another. Can't figure it out. My best guess, I have a hidden conduit, dropped or glitched into somewhere. That is the cause of that spark, and I cannot get rid of it. Yeah. That little wooden hallway we'll have to talk more about at the end of the video. And yeah, I'll talk a little bit more about some of my struggles in my building process, just if you're interested. You certainly don't have to watch, say, the last few minutes of the video. I'll kind of let you know when the tour's kind of over and I'm just talking a little bit of the logistics of what I went through to get this far in the last half of my build. I wanted to say complete my build, but we all know, running theme, it's not completed. I wish I'd deleted those magazines. I wanted to put them on a little stand over here. I never did find a stand I liked. So, no stand. So this whole big area is what I call my mall. But what you can buy in the mall is not your typical mall items. Obviously, we already went through Fallon's, and a mall would have a clothing store. My mall has a gun shop and an armor shop, in which we're about to swing around and see. We just saw the gun shop. And ahead of us is a general store. Not well lit, I'll admit. Yeah, here's my armory. Yeah. Some more junk should go on a shelf. Would have been real cute later. I got this mannequin dressed. Not all of my mannequins. Was another really tricky thing, was placing items from my inventory. Just about as tricky as opening my build menu. So a lot of times that would also cause crashes or freezes. Or speaking of crashes. And yeah, we'll take a peek out there in a second. Just hold on. So here's my general store. Lots of pumpkins ready for the season. And I really like this little general store. It's not a whole big store. In fact, I believe my convenience store, drugstore area is 3 times bigger. But yeah, it's a little shop, little stand, middle of the mall stuff, you know. This is my, okay, imagine 2 posts on the side so that the batwing doors actually fit the doorway. This is my Mexican restaurant. If you want to come get a burrito, a piñata, tortilla, yeah. So, get some fajitas and a margarita. Yeah. So, I figured I needed a restaurant. Yeah, another freeze. It's getting bad. We're almost done. Hang in there, please. I figured I needed like a real restaurant. So, and I had all this, Fiesta ware type colored stuff that I didn't really use much, and I wanted to use it. So I thought, looks like Fiesta ware. Let's make it Fiesta ware. Let's get our, yeah. I like enchiladas and burritos. A lot of Mexican food in Colorado, and breakfast burritos are a staple. So you have to have somewhere to get a breakfast burrito. It's just, so my fruit stand, just nothing there. There's no person assigned. There's supposed to be extra fruit baskets. Yeah. And I always wanted a drink stand back here somewhere. I don't see where I would have had room, but maybe at least a soda machine. This is where our mechanic maintenance guy lives. I know we showed you his workshop, but this is where he actually lives. I think it's just so cute. It's got this, yeah, kind of greaser vibe. I dig it. I dig it, man. Yeah. Yeah. It's happening more and more frequently. Thank goodness we're almost done. Yeah. It's a cute little area. I like it. pretty close to finished with this one. There's a few things out of place. But mostly everything's here. I couldn't remember if it was this. Yeah. So as I was shooting the footage, I stood and looked at this Protect Your Hands poster for a minute. I wanted to kind of give you an idea of my frame rate. It does come into view. I gave up and got antsy and left before it did. But I see this poster is also there. It just came into view. So I run back and check the other one. Yep. Sure enough, that's how slow it takes my objects to render in some places. And before my PlayStation completely crashed, it had gotten to a point where things were not rendering and things were very grainy, and my settlers did not move at all. They were statues, like Medusa got her hands on them. So it was interesting. Something happened. I had to reload an older save, I believe, and it wasn't that way anymore, but it's certainly not any better. So it's time to say goodbye to my darling vault. So it's just the final lavatory. There is one last apartment. This is apartment 3, the final apartment. I do have some lore to go along with apartment 3. I wish I had the immersive toilet paper that I've seen that has the toilet paper roll facing the correct way. Yeah, I'm one of those. So the lore that goes with apartment 3 is similar to that of the person who left the Institute. I wanted to use Minuteman stuff to build with inside my vault, and so I did. I decided we'd have a retiree, an old Minuteman, maybe he was a family guy, decided this was not a place to, or that he was done fighting, that his fighting days were over. Maybe he got discharged, maybe he's hurt and can't fight anymore. So he supports the Minuteman from a distance. Minutemen. He supports me, the Minuteman. Anyway. So, very patriotic. I realized that the Path to Freedom sign behind me is Railroad, not Minutemen. But it was new, and I thought the colors looked nice. What can I say? I liked it. And, yeah, so that's pretty much what's happening here. He loves the Minutemen. He's still very supportive, but he's not an active fighter any longer. And I don't know what's going on with this chair. I think maybe it's the mod that the desk and the chair all come together. I don't remember, but I'm having trouble because that chair usually doesn't have red spokes on the back. That was unusual, so that's why I stared at it. I apologize. So yeah, the flags, why don't they sit on the shelves right? The collision's terrible on those. So that was supposed to be glitched into place. I love those little basket lights. Come with a lighting mod that had the desk lamps that featured the real lights that really shine on the things that they're shining at. Bethesda. I think that's such a simple thing. I don't know why. When we place a lamp, we can't get a reflection on the floor. Whatever. Okay. I don't understand. Yeah, I get stuck here. I don't understand a lot of things. So, who am I to judge? Again, an umbrella in the corner. How useless is that? Why do I have umbrellas in everybody's apartments? Don't know. You know. Oh, so that concludes my vault tour. If you want to bug out now, thanks so much for watching. I do appreciate your patience. I'm going to add a little bit about what I went through. This is where I had to go to pillar glitch anything. So I'd come out here, and you can see a little bit of my, anyway. So I'd come all the way out here just to get a piece of ground that I could pillar glitch into. Over here in the corner, you can't see them because they're invisible. I have a lot of invisible rugs, laying out ready to go, so I didn't have to switch menus. These boxes, these crates, are all a cheat menu item. It's the only cheat I ever used, and I only used it a few times. And I think it's what ended up causing the corruption to my saves. I'm not sure, so I can't prove it. But that comes with one of the, I think, FreeMaker. So you can make these cheat boxes, and I can get more magazines and bobbleheads and things. I just wanted more magazines. I have 1 billion magazine racks. Yeah. So that's what I went through every time I wanted to pillar glitch something. Now, real quick, this is what I'd go through to open. Well, it's not real quick. That's the point. So hang in there if you are curious. If you're impatient, now would be a good time if you haven't left already. This part is going to take a minute. Excuse me. So, a little Halloween tribute that I wasn't finished with, but yeah. Happy Halloween. Anyway, so this is just a little hallway that goes back to my atrium. So I just kind of wanted to show you it all does connect. And then I go back on to show you how long it takes to open my load menu. And I do this in real time. There's no cutting or fast forwarding. So, you know, it's totally up to you if you're interested. I think it explains a lot about why I haven't been able to finish between all the crashes and, yeah, just logistics and, I mean, what am I doing it for? My settlers won't go back there. They're stuck under the floors. So, I had so much fun, though, building my vault. I couldn't stop. I set out determined watching no respawns videos. I had a little bit of a vault then. And when I watched him try to build a vault and give up, and he was pretty much my building idol. I love no respawns. Check him out. But I was so disheartened when he did not persevere and, you know, keep at it and keep trying to come up with a way to get us through it. He got me through the sanctuary roofs, you know. He got me through pillar glitching and so many things that I learned from him that I would have given up on building if I didn't find his videos. So when he gave up on the vault, I figured, you know, maybe if I just tried this, or maybe if I just tried this, and I kept, and I had a lot of fun, but ultimately I couldn't finish it. So if you stuck through all these, this long tour, thank you so much. I had a lot of fun making the commentaries. Yeah, that's my build menu. That's how long it took. Anyway, just so you know. And this is where I had to go to save every time. If you enjoyed, I had a lot of fun. I would love to do more of these. Give me some feedback. I'm open to the criticisms. I'm open to some feedback because I would love to know what you guys disliked or liked. And maybe I'll try to do another one. Ultimately, I just wanted a record of my vault so I can visit it. Thanks so much and enjoy. I'll see you in the next one.